Greetings, everybody. My name's Thunderhands. My friends call me Thunder. Now, I'm doing this video kind of off the cuff here because it's kind of the first one I've done with the backdrop here and the microphone. And, you got the glare on the glasses. I guess you'll have to live with it. I don't know what to say except that I'll have to work that out at a future time. But I want to say hi to all my Facebook friends. And you know who you are. You post on there all the time, so I'm not going to mention any names here because I don't want anybody else to say, "Hey, you didn't mention my name" or whatever. But anyway, today I want to talk about uh, my seminars, and I haven't had a chance to get out on the road yet because there's a few things that I need to work out, and so I'd like to tell you a little bit more about them, and I might do some of them right here online. But I wanted to tell you a little bit more about my seminars, and so I'll do that now. Now, one of them that I do is called How to Survive the World's Perfect Storm. And that's a talk that lasts about 1 hour. And the description of that are discussions of current events on the planet and how they affect us, and how to lessen the impact of chaotic and low energy situations. And then I do a healing with my Native American flute, which I play, and I channel the holy wind. That's what the Navajo call it, the holy wind. So I like to do that. I like to play my flute and calm everybody down and maybe talk a little bit and impart to them certain knowledge, shamanistic things, survival things, tracking things, Native American things, a little bit of Eastern philosophy and meditation techniques, that type of thing. Now, one of my other uh, talks or seminars, well, let's say another talk which lasts about an hour, is how tribal traditions and ritual can improve your life. And some of the things I talk about with that are the spirits of the four directions, reverence for all living things, including things that are not usually thought of as living, like things in nature, the healing properties of different herbs like sage, how to use the natural elements as our allies, and I talk about animal totems, and again, I play the flute on that seminar or that particular talk. And then another one that I do sometimes, and this one is 3 hours, is a discussion on what it means to be a free spirit, ownership of your personal power, identifying and utilizing the different energies in your body, like the yin energy, which is the female energy, and the yang, which is the male side of oneself. And I just discuss modalities that I've discussed in other, in some of my shows, some of the modalities that I use, such as Tantra, which is a yogi or yogic technique, and Kundalini, which is the energy in the body, sometimes called chi or ki. And I've talked about this stuff before. And then there's the heart center, which is very important, and how to, you know, open that up. Prosperity. I need to listen to that talk a little bit more myself. But that also includes a healing by me. I don't want you to get me wrong here, this thing with prosperity. I mean, I might have a different block about it than other people, and I can tell people how to get rid of blocks, but I might have a little bit of problem with that myself because it seems like there's not a bunch of prosperity flowing to me right now, but prosperity can come in different forms. Can come in the form of somebody giving something to you on another level. So I talk about that, and then I have a another seminar that I do using ancient techniques and ritual to improve your life. And that's kind of a workshop. And the description of that is I discuss, modalities that are from like, ancient Apache tracking techniques. And these techniques, if they're done right, can actually improve your consciousness and make you more aware of your surroundings. Like I use it a lot when I'm out tracking, and there's a different types of visions. I mean physical vision. You can practice with your eyes, and that is also an ancient yogic technique. Um, let's see what else here. Well, I also teach something that's in my book Emergence, which is being in presence, which is different than, as most people think, living in the moment. Living in the moment means you're not thinking about the past and you're not thinking about the future so much as just enjoying the moment. But in order to enjoy the moment, you have to be present in the moment. And a lot of people are not really too hip on, how you do that. And so I can teach a technique to you and through my seminars, and sometimes I do this personally with people, to where you can bring all your senses right into presence and be right where you are, feeling everything with every, sense that you have, and maybe a little extra sensory perception that I can teach you how to develop. So that's one of the things I teach in my seminars. And then again on that one, which lasts 3 hours, and sometimes that might stretch out for 2 days, like 1.5 hours one day and 1.5 hours the next, because I don't like to overwhelm people. But there's a lot of different stuff that I teach. Some of it is from the Indus Valley, and others are from just different esoteric practices that I have learned throughout my life. And I might mention at this point that I do practice a lot of different esoteric and shamanistic practices. Some of these are like Kriya Yoga and Tantra Yoga, and the circulation of the microcosmic orbit, which is a Chinese form of circulating the energy in your body in order to open up your chakras or your energy centers and heal yourself. And also it's used to heal others too. So that's a really, really good thing to learn. And then, one of my favorite seminars, which is 4 hours long, is a talk on belief systems and religion. And that gets pretty deep because a lot of people are, how should I say this, touchy about religion and their belief systems because, when you're raised a certain way, you don't want to leave that way, even if it's bad for you, or, even if it's, has a negative influence on your life. So it's all about conditioning and how it occurs, okay, and insight into how to change what we manifest around us by changing our belief systems. Belief systems are everything, believe me. We're not even who we think we are. So, we get into belief systems because other people have programmed us to believe a certain way since childhood. And I talk all about that so that people get a firmer grasp about what they can do about it. Uh, I have a saying, nothing is other than what you believe it to be. So if that belief system isn't working for you, then you might want to try another one. It's not so easy sometimes, but you know, it can be done. And then I also talk about walking the red road, which is a Native American thing. There's the red road and the black road. And so these are some of the things that I talk about in my seminars. And it's much more effective, should I say, to get out and to share my energy with people than it is through, say, a video like this, because you can't feel my energy. You might feel it a little bit because I'm able to project it through my voice in other different ways and through my eyes. And with the glare on the glasses here, I mean, it's a little hard to see my eyes, but they're there. And I apologize for this, but until I get all this stuff worked out here with the lighting and everything, uh, that's the way it's going to be. You're going to have to live with it. So anyway, getting back to my seminars, I am available for them, and I do them for mainly just food, the expenses like food, lodging, and travel there. And then I bring my books with me, Listen to the Wind, Speak from the Heart, and Emergence. And sometimes I'll do some one-on-one counseling with people and some healings. So I wanted to tell you about the seminars so that I can get out on the road, because I'm the kind of guy that likes to wander around and get out on the road and meet people and, have a one-on-one relationship or interaction with people, because I find that, again, I can get that circular energy going with people. And it doesn't matter if it's one person or 10 people or 60 people, whatever. I can do it from the stage because I'm used to being on stage and developing that energy. And I've been doing that all my life in different forms, like with music and stuff like that. So I really want to encourage you to look into, booking me for a seminar. And I think it'll be well worth your while. But until then, I will continue to do some of these shows. And I'm a little nervous about this live thing here. I'm more nervous in front of a camera than I am actually standing in front of people, because I have all this technical stuff that I got to take care of here, the lighting and everything. And I like this lighting. It's not your normal, mainstream media bright lights. I don't like bright lights, so I've kind of subdued the lighting here, and I got to wear the headphones and all that stuff. But I mean, it's okay. And then I created this backdrop here. It's been a little bit of a project. Before I go here, I want to tell you about my website, and I can't show it on here like I do on the other videos, but it's spiritofcrazyhorse.com. And on that website you can access my books and CDs. Like I say again, I play Native American flute and percussion, and I've recorded a couple of CDs. And you can also check out the newsletter area where you can fill out and get a newsletter from me. And I appreciate any donations I can get. There is a donation button on there, and if you can spare it, anything will help. me to continue propagating these shows and what I do, what my purpose is. And so I guess I'm kind of nearing the 15-minute mark here, so I guess I'll sign off now until next time. But it's my first show. Bear with me here. This is my first show where I'm in person. I'm not live. Uh, it's not a live show, so. But on the other hand, I can't really edit it either, so what you see is what you get. Anyway, it's nice seeing all you guys out there, and I love you all, and blessings to you. And so I'll sign off for now. Later on.